The Children's Safety Network says 945 children drown in the U.S. every year, and nearly half of them are under the age of 4 and are more likely to drown in swimming pools at home. Highly trained instructors are working to change that with survival swimming lessons that begin in infancy.
It is Survival Swim Lessons. Infant Survival Resources is the company, and it is for 6 months to 6 years old, and it's to teach them how to survive if they were to fall in and need the aquatic problem-solving skills.
3, 2, go.
The theory behind it is the sensory motor learning, so that's why we go from 6 months to 6 years. That's how predominantly they learn at that age group. We keep the lessons short and sweet, so they're 10 minutes a day because we want to keep each child hopeful. We don't want to work on too much too soon.
3, float.
So it's Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, and their initial self-rescue course is about 6 weeks in length, just depending on the skill set, because with each child, we go at their rate. So if there's a fast learner, we can speed up the lesson and go to a different skill set.
Ready, set, go.
If there's a child who we just need to take it at a slower pace, we'll do that. So the average is typically 6 weeks in length.
The infants learn how to get in their float from there's 6 different angles that they can fall in, and they'll need to know how to roll into, whether it's like falling off the dock at the lake and being disoriented and being able to flip their bodies over to get their air. So if they ever do fall in, they're able to get in their flow and sustain that flow as long as needed until someone gets them. And hopefully they're crying a little so someone hears them. If you're walking, you're going to swim. So they learn swim, float, swim. They learn to swim for 3 to 5 seconds, roll on their backs, get some air for 3 seconds or more, and then flip back over and swim again, maybe 6 seconds, but not much longer than that, and then roll again and get on their back and get their air until they're able to get to safety. It is intense. I mean, essentially it's 30 business days and your child's fully skilled, and that's a gift you can't get anywhere else. I guess the big thing I would say is the sooner the safer.
The sooner the safer.
Yes, and it is lessons that my son has been taking since he was a baby. He was 9 months old that summer, and because he was an infant, he learned when he fell in, instead of, sinking down to the bottom, he would flip his body over and he would come up to the surface on his back. Yeah. And he would cry and scream, and you want that because you want to hear them.
Yeah.
Yes. We've heard from several friends of mine that have had, very scary incidents at how quiet it is.
Right. People think they're splashing and yelling, and so many times they are not.
Yes, it's terrifyingly silent. Now that he did it last year and he was a toddler and could walk, so he learned to swim, float, swim, and this year he took kind of lessons where you just remember what you're doing, kind of refresher lessons. Yes, refresher lessons. So he learns a swim, float, swim. So he'd swim for a little bit and then rest and float. Yep. And then swim for a little bit to get to safety.
Well, and you feel so bad for them too, that they're crying and everything, but that's part of it. I mean, it's part of learning it, and unfortunately...
Better to cry a few times and then learn how to save your life, until someone can get you help, for sure.
There's lessons that are so important, and for your, the little boy, for the lake, I mean, it was critical. I think she started him about 6, 7 months old also, and it's just amazing how good he is now in the water, for sure. Yes. All right, highly encourage those lessons, and you can find out so much more on our website with this story. There's also a link to infantswim.com to find the closest instructors near you. There are several in the Tulsa Metro, several around Green Country, and there are scholarships available too for families that need financial assistance for those lessons.
All right, thank you, Stacia.